Hello, Exodus here, and today we will be testing every hero with the new perk, which is the Monkey Star, the second global perk which has been achieved because of the absolute lock-in of the century from the players. Really thankful for that, really grateful, we all benefit from this. Now, for this purpose I'm gonna choose this specific map and we're gonna place monkeys. And we're gonna upgrade them to level 20 because I want to test a few scenarios. So I'm going to use also abilities. I'm gonna try to use them to the best of my capabilities. So let's say first, and let's see if the Quincy can actually solo a BTD. Now this video is gonna be a bit long, but just bear with me and stick it to the end if you can. That will be help me out a lot. And as you can see, Quincy is able to deliver some good DPS. But I don't think he can solo. We're gonna try to we're gonna say that this is gonna be the placement for every see, yeah, unlucky, he cannot pop the TTTs, but he handled them pretty quick. I'll say this isn't really that bad. Okay, so now let's say we're gonna have a second test, which is gonna be 100 for the fight. And then if we press this, yeah, obviously. Now 100 mobs. Now this is the important thing, cause we're gonna wait with the usability. Now, wow, he cleared it, and obviously he's not gonna be able to clear 100 of these because, well, I mean, it should be pretty obvious. Even with the attack speed power up, it's gonna be really hard for him to clear it. But wait, he's not doing bad, but. Yeah, but he didn't do bad, but it's not really possible. So I'm just gonna conclude the small tests with all the buffs. We're gonna ignore the buffs for now. So I will say for Quincy, genuinely I am pretty impressed, and I will put him. I forgot I have this one. I'll put him in a A tier. I think A tier is gonna be reasonable. Because they're gonna be peers are definitely gonna do a better job. So this is for now. We're gonna do this for now. Now we're gonna switch to the Gwendolin, which I already know because I was kind of testing the heroes. Gwendolin is not gonna do well against BTD. Yeah, this is her small bad side of it, but like genuinely. This is not hard for the Gwendolin, as you can see. Look, she can pop them, then pop this. She does well. I tested with the second tier mobs. I tested with BTD. She cannot pop the BTD obviously because she is more like a crowd control hero, whereas she can pop a lot of balloons at the same time. Again, level 20 test on all the heroes. So for me personally, that is gonna be well, considering the crowd control she has, I'll say B+ should be fair, right? I feel like B+ is definitely something that we can give her. Again, I'm doing the overall score based on what the heroes can pull off against certain scenarios. Now, we're gonna put the Striker Jones, which obviously is pretty decent hero, but he's gonna have a pretty bad rank because, well, if we're still fortified, yeah, he's gonna obviously clear them, as you can see. But if we send them, it's gonna be a slight struggle for him. But if we pop the ability, yeah, I'm sorry, Biker is also kind of crowd control, but it's not he's not as powerful. All of his powers comes from being able to utilize the mortal monkeys. So you have mortal monkeys, then you send 100 of these, and then you do this. Obviously they are level 1 mortal monkeys, but look at that, they're actually giving a little bit here even at level 1, but if you upgrade them they're gonna have a bigger value. So for this particular reason we are going to, for now, put Jones at C tier. I think he doesn't benefit that good with it. I definitely see different heroes be better than that. Okay, the next hero which we're going to do is going to be Obyn. Now, where the power of Obyn comes from? Because he's good at popping, but you would usually use him as a monkey that is paired well with the druids. You will not see anything really huge here from him. So let's say we're just gonna send the 100 ceramic blooms, which he's gonna handle, because level 20 Obyn is no joke. But if we're gonna send mobs, then let's use the wall. The wall is gonna, yeah, the wall is gonna just get few of them and it's just gonna disappear, and he's obviously not really good. The power that comes from him, which should be utilized, is that he can buff magic monkeys, and this should be his job. So in terms of everything combined here, Obyn is gonna be put at D tier. Not really that great. Not really that great. Now we're gonna do Dante Monkey. And Dante Monkey, it's gonna be pretty interesting because you have two forms of Dante Monkey. Obviously you have also the ability. So for example, if we're gonna put Dan in his usual place, upgrade him to level 20, and then we're gonna send, let's start from the BTD, okay? So obviously Dan has the ability to increase the power of nearby monkeys, and obviously it's not gonna be useful for Dan. And it's pretty good amount of pops, to be honest, for Dan. But then if we transform this, actually make a bit more of a powerful side of usage, as you can see, it's not really that great, right? It's not really that great. So that's why we're going to reset, we're going to erase these monkeys, and now we're gonna proceed with 145 mobs, because look at that. Yeah, he cleaned the screen. And if you are surprised, you shouldn't be really surprised. This is what the Dan can do the most and the best. So let's say we're gonna send this 100. I already know what is going to happen here. Let's see actually if we transform it. Yeah, he can kind of handle this, but yeah, not as good. So he has good power, but it's not really enough. And let's see, there's a lot of balloons, and let's just use the ability. Obviously a lot of monkeys on the map. He's gonna handle most of them, but still something underperforming here. So but for this particular, I'll just put him in A. I'm gonna put him in A because he's still a really great hero. He's most of a supportive hero as well, but he can pack a punch. That's why I'm putting him on A, because he didn't stall. Benjamin obviously is gonna get F tier because Benjamin doesn't deal damage, and he doesn't benefit from age at all. This is a support hero, and this is just, I feel like this should be really obvious. It should be really obvious. So now let's look at Fusty. We're gonna place him here. Again, same for every hero. Obviously, he might deal well against bunch of balloons. We're gonna already start setting it to 100 count, and let's see what Pat can do against the Moab. So obviously his ability increases speed by a little bit. This is not gonna be used. You don't know why? Because it's BAD, it's gonna be resilient. So let's just cancel this. But let's send. Oh, look at that. Oh, but the ability is kind of a little nerf, to be honest, because you can grab some mob balloons, but look at that. It's just better if you just do this. But still, Pat isn't that good. It can stun. It stuns though. This is the thing. It can stun. It can stun the nearby balloons, which is really useful. But in terms of overall power, he doesn't increase as much. So I'm gonna put him at a humble, I don't know, C+. I feel like C+ should be reasonable. Genuinely speaking, I'm giving everyone a fair trial here, so I'm gonna put him at a C+ tier. I'm gonna actually not pop up the the little scoreboard for now. We're gonna leave it till the end. Now we're gonna put a Churchill, the most expensive hero to place. Look at his range. I mean, listen. If he cannot solo the BAD, it's a fraudulent hero. Let's see what he can do. Obviously, we're gonna use this early. Yeah. Wow. This actually focuses a lot of mob balloons on the map. So we let it pop the first the BAD layer. Then we're gonna use this. Look at that. So Churchill, obviously, he soloed. And he realized it really good and perfectly. So now let's just hop straight in and let's just send 100, which he's gonna look at. I mean, yeah, the pierce itself, it's just easy. But let's send the big boys, and let's increase the power, and let's use the ability. Wow, I'm speechless. I mean, DDTs. Oh, DDTs are getting. Wait a minute. He's built like that? Hey. Did I accidentally? Okay, I wiped all of them. Okay, good. It didn't send them. Let's send some ZOMGs. And let's see how far can we push the Churchill here. Wait a minute. He's actually doing some good damage to them. And then we put a black piercing again. Look at that. Oh my god. I genuinely, I'm far more impressed than I thought I'm going to be. Let's use again. Because he has a long range, he can also catch them. And he's gonna clear it. Look, it's only squawk ton of tier 2 balloons. But look, he actually has done it. 100 reinforced BADs, and he just cleared them like that. I mean, if there's any discussion, yeah, it's gonna be S+. It's gonna be S+ for Churchill. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna test reinforced BDs, we're just gonna put him at S+, because yeah, with buffs he can obliterate. Like, give him Monkey Village, he destroys everything. Ezili. I've already tested Ezili, and I can show you exactly what is the small issue with her. So let's just put Ezili. Monkey Star obviously can deal with the balloons. Let's see. So yeah, so she essentially can. She essentially can, as you can see. She curses, she attacks, she deals 2 per damage. So now we're gonna do a little thing. So we're not gonna give her the. You can see she struggles a bit more, but look, the damage actually works, so she deals more damage. Is it useful? In my personal opinion, it can be a bit useful. Late game runs can be really interesting because from what I've tested, it actually can affect, but I don't know if it fully works, that it pops faster the BADs or other mob type blooms. I'm gonna give her though, an S- here because the damage works, but it's not the best synergy. It's just not the best synergy. Okay, she can definitely do a lot, but she's meant to be like a very huge burst singular target. She's not gonna be able to curse a lot. Actually, because she cannot curse that much, I'm gonna put her at 8 here. Ezili is gonna get an 8 here. Sorry. Again, I tested her, and it wasn't just anything impressive. Let's go with Silas, which, as you can see, with the size increase, also increases the size of the slowing thing. So let's send the BAD. Let's see what's going to happen. This ability, obviously, we should use at the close range. This is the increase of the power to the. I mean, I think we should have realized by now. It's Silas. It's yeah. It's meant to be a hero that's going to slow. Is going to just deal with a lot of balloons, which I'm going to show you. Yeah. Just those pillars alone, because her usual auto attack doesn't allow her to. But let's just do this, and then use the ice pillars. Well, yep. she can handle because the pillars are going to stay. And it's gonna take a bit of time. The pillars are still there. The pillars are still there. The pillars disappeared, and she failed. Well, yeah. I think we can conclude that Silas is gonna get here. I'll say B minus. I don't think it's bad, but it's gonna be okay. Etienne, I actually tested, and he popped a BAD. He popped a BAD. And he popped all the layers in the BAD. So he managed to beat BAD on level 20, which is good. What I didn't test him, I didn't test him against the fortified balloons. So you're gonna send mobs first, because he can definitely. Oh, okay, wow. I don't even have to use my ability. I don't have to use my scan, which we can use now, because we're gonna use it, pop it now, because well, there's no need to wait here. Okay, so the BADs are getting popped immensely, and as you can see, damn. Okay, almost, but they are slipping. They are slipping, and they slipped. Quite a good amount of them slipped. So yeah, so kind of powerful, but not as powerful to just get it going to the point where she can actually handle solo 100 second tier class bonus. But I'm gonna give her an A+ because it's a really good and useful thing on her. Now I'm gonna do my beloved Sauda, the hero that I used. I think I might use her no, actually Benjamin is gonna be the most used in terms of heroes. So yeah, obviously Sauda is pretty amazing hero. Let's look at that. Boom. So let's send the BAD. No shenanigans. Let's. Who is her ability? Which, well, it dealt some good damage. It also deals damage over time after a bit. Look at that. Again, we can use another sword because her cooldown is pretty. We can use the, which deals some damage, but honestly, I'll recommend you to wait with the spell until you actually pop the inside layers. But you can see Sauda. Sauda is okay. It's not getting. It's not terrible. But I could have utilized her better if I didn't use my sword. But look at that. I used sword again. And the sword is going to be again used. Remember, we're testing on a single map. So this, we can do that. I'm not going to use the ability. Because whenever the BAD is going to pop, there's going to be balloons coming out of it. So we can see actually. We can test if Sauda. She can. Boom. 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 And now. Let's see. I was so close. I feel like with a little bit better macro, if I didn't use the sword dash, I feel that would be probably possible, but it's really close. Okay, now let's do something that Sauda definitely can do really well. Handle so many balloons at once that you literally, yeah, it's not even close. So now let's set 100 second class balloons, and now let's actually utilize. Look at that. Guys, I am telling you, don't sleep on Sauda. She's insane. And with the damage buff, look what she can do. Her sword dash just wiped all those balloons. And let's look at this, okay? And I'll use the dash. Use the dash. And she dashes 3 times. And she wipes all the balloons. So in terms of BAD, she's gonna struggle because she's not actually specifically a single target. But if you pair her with Glue Gunner, if you pair her with slows, like literally, like if you pair her with Ice Monkeys and you upgrade them, Absolute Zero, Permafrost, and the other ones, if you pair her up, she destroys. And for that particular reason, I'm putting her at S+ tier. I mean, actually, I'm gonna put her at S tier to make it fair for all of the other heroes, because she didn't pop the BAD. She was close, but she didn't. Rosalia, our Tinker Fairy, which, well, it's interesting because you can definitely macro her here better. Because look at that. If I place her, I have to place her here. Yeah, her range is across, and you can place her anywhere you want. So if we don't put in BAD. And we also use the ability, which, you know, it collects. I'm not using the explosive, as you can see, because explosive is, well, it's for the groups of enemies. So this is the thing. The laser is for a single target. And I'm gonna use her ability. Yep. And again, use that. I should have used that. That was on my bad. Wait. Oh, she doesn't have camo detection. But I'm pretty sure, look, with this ability, she can pop a BTD. She can definitely pop a BTD. Now, we're gonna switch her to the grenade launcher. We're gonna actually, because we can actually move her, let's utilize that she can move. And let's just throw her into the absolute deepest waters, because we're gonna do 100 of those. And look at that. Oh my god. She exploded them pretty well. And yeah, if I switch to the laser, yeah, the laser is just no. The laser is a no-go. And she slipped quite a good amount. Yeah, she slipped quite a hefty amount of balloons. But it wasn't bad. So for Rosalia, I'll give her an A tier. I think she deserved the A tier. Definitely. Now, we also the champion that is also one of my favorites. I have 3 favorites, which is Adora, Sauda, and Benjamin, obviously. Maybe Obyn would go on this list, but okay. And because we are utilizing Adora, yeah, we're gonna utilize her. Let's say we will sacrifice this much worth of threat, and let's actually, sacrifice the monkey, give her all the power. So this is Adora level 20. You can get level 20 even on Impoppable if you actually do the thing. And then if, for example, you place another monkey and you sacrifice it as well, because she's gonna get buffs anyways. And again. She doesn't have camo popping, but I forgot. This is her only downside, but she would have popped them anyways, because this orb is absolutely amazing. So it's really not a struggle for her. For this purpose, you know what? I'm gonna put a camo detection. Just a simple camo detection. And again, I'm gonna also do some basic sacrifices. I'm gonna only use the dart monkeys, and let's send her to the deep waters. 100 of those. Why? Because I believe she can do it. Sacrifice the monkey. Yeah, it's not even close. Like, Adora is a monster late game champion. Like, if someone is underestimating her because yeah, she's a monster late game champion. As you can see, I don't have Orb of Light yet, but she's able to clear it. She cleared it. And if we say DDTs, yeah, the DDTs also stand no chance. Except when this happens, but it's okay because we can do this. Yeah, Adora is getting S+ for me. There's not even a discussion here. Genuinely impressive. And how many heroes do we have left? Okay, we have Brickell. So, Brickell. We actually have on this map also place for a Brickell. So let's actually set the place for the Brickell. We're gonna place her obviously here. She's gonna have a good amount of the. So let's just send now the BAD. Send. Okay, let's place the first mine here, because let's say just this is a scenario where you actually the BAD is coming and your hero is at this point of the track. So let's use their ability, and as you can see, the Brickell is quite a disgusting champion because single damage. Pretty good. And yeah, are you surprised? I am not surprised that she sold, because Brickell is really good. This is her specialty, single target and popping BDs. So let's just see the single target in action when we're sending 100 of these bad boys. Now, I'm gonna obviously place the mine here, and then we're gonna see what happens. And let's do this. Let's use because we should use that. Let's use that. And she's not doing bad, but she might. Okay, she will lose to she'll lose to those. But overall, in my opinion, with a little bit of buffs, she definitely handles them. So yeah. Let's now set 100 DDTs. She has camo popping. Wait for the mob mine. And yeah, so she actually cleared them. Well, I am, you know what? I'm gonna give her an S tier here. I'm continually giving an S tier. Okay, my thing didn't want to actually get used. It's fine. Not a biggie. It's just that the OBS doing obvious things. Hopefully the recording is gonna be actually good. We have 3 more heroes. Psy, I can already tell you it's an F tier because Psy by default is meant to, well, it's meant to handle some few bloons at a time. On level 20 he can handle ZOMGs, DDTs. He doesn't benefit from damage at all. Geraldo, I can already tell you I tested, and Geraldo does benefit from all of the damage buff that the monkey star gives. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna obviously no. Let's set the mood, okay? Let's place 4 turrets here because you're gonna have them. Let's give him a camo, and they also gonna get the camo. Let's place the 3 of them. Let's obviously place 2 of these. I cannot refill the shop, so this is gonna be a bit harder, but let's just place also the 10 mines. We're gonna obviously place 1 totem here, 1 totem here, because we need to do some extensive research here, right? 4 traps, maybe 1 trap here as a backbone. Some glue on the track, and them to give them more pierce. Only 3 of them. So obviously we're gonna set the BAD, and you'll notice now that the BAD is already quite nicely destroyed. It's because the genie in the bottle, who deals insane damage, as you can see. Yeah, not even a chance. Okay, this is where we're gonna test him if he really can handle this. 100 of those. If he can handle, wow. I mean, are you surprised? The genie in the bottle just does a lot of job. And look at that, they didn't even reach those mines. Now they're reaching those mines, now they're exploding, and now, yeah, that happened. So, in terms of ZOMGs, they're not gonna handle 100 ZOMGs, and I know it. Not enough popping power, but DDTs? Yes. DDTs, oh, well, yep, and the last trap activated. My opinion, it has to be an S+ for Geraldo, obviously. I mean, if you can do that, you can just easily finish the impossible with him solo. And now, there's the last champion, which I'm gonna just talk about you through it, Corvus. And I'm gonna give you, my personal opinion, I'm gonna give from B to S+ tier. And I'm gonna now show you the overall, wrong one. Sorry for that. I'm gonna show you the overall leaderboard. I hope it's gonna be nicely visible. It should be. So, I'm saying Corvus is from B to S+ because he benefits from the damage. He benefits from the damage buff from Monkey Star, but you have to remember that Corvus is a macro champion. It's heavily macro focused. You need to know how to utilize his abilities to the fullest potential. So, if you are a good macro player, if you play Corvus usually, you can easily beat any wave you want. And with the, you can buff him, you can then give some insane amount of buffs, and he'll just clear everything. He has some limitations, but I am yet to actually just find them. I've tried it a little bit, but my macro is not as great for the Corvus because I didn't play him a lot, so I didn't learn him. But yeah, this is my opinion. Those heroes definitely, let's see, maybe which can be, I feel like maybe settings. Maybe let's open some dark map just for you to actually. I feel like if I had this open, it actually showed pretty well. So yeah, it shows, yeah, loading screen also can help. So as you can see, this is the rating of the heroes. This is my personal opinion. This is how the heroes benefit from the monkey hero perk. If you have different thoughts, leave them in the comments. And in the meanwhile, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and leave a sub, because I actually managed to try to get it pretty comprehensive guide here. So thank you for watching. I have to take out my dog for a walk because he's barking downstairs. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care. And he's also saying bye bye to you, my dog. And peace out.